EH240 examines British economic and business performance in the post-World War II period. And in order to do that, it frequently draws upon historical events and issues dating back to the mid-19th century in order to put more contemporary events into perspective. And at all times, it looks to put Britain into a historical as well as an international context. What we do in the course is we combine political and economic themes and case studies, and we interact them in a way to enable students to gain a better and deeper understanding of the subject matter. So for example, the themes that we study in the course include topics such as foreign direct investment, deindustrialization, labor relations, management, organization, globalization, for example, as well as government policies related to industrial policy, regional policy, and education and training. The case studies that we do in the course include banking, steel, chemicals, textiles, and motors. And we have a constantly evolving module that we do on Britain's relationship with the European Union. So by interacting case studies with historic themes, it enables us to put Britain's economic performance into context, to understand the impact of policy on economic and business performance, and at all points we do so by putting Britain into international context. There are actually two elements in particular that make this course very exciting to teach. The first is that we have two events where we take students outside of the classroom, move them outside of the classroom. One is a visit to the offices of Tikehau Capital, where I also work when I'm not teaching at the LSE, in which students are exposed to the world of finance and get to meet financial professionals who are active across a range of investing disciplines. And this event is timed to correspond to our modules on banking and on the role of finance in the economy. And they're very candid, very popular sessions that we've been doing for many years. The second event, which is a bit harder to arrange sometimes, is to visit the Ford Dagenham car plant in East London. And this is a very interesting trip in that the plant, which is the largest car plant in the UK and one of the largest, if not the largest in Europe, reflects many of the themes that we cover in the course, obviously the motor industry, but also the role of foreign direct investment, globalization, deindustrialization, transport, the relationship with the European Union and others. So it's a very good trip to help students to really put a lot of the themes that we cover into the course into context. Now, the second really good aspect of, or really exciting aspect of teaching this course is the students themselves, because this is a course with no prerequisites and it's open to anybody. So we have students from a very broad range of disciplines who take the course, not just from economic history and economics, and the ability to learn from other students and to interact with students from a wide range of disciplines is a key element of the course as well. This is really one of the strengths of EH240 in that many of the themes and case studies that we cover in the course enable us to understand contemporary events and the interaction of the themes and the case studies, and in effect moving students forward and backwards in time, at all times putting Britain into international context, enables us to really get a flavor both of how historical events impact current events that we see, as well as how we can look at current events and maybe gain a bit more understanding of things that have happened in the past. So whether it's Britain's relationship with the European Union, the impact of globalization or regional policy, deindustrialization, even contemporary case studies or contemporary events in the motor industry or in the steel industry, there can be events that we're reading in the press that you can put into context by having studied the history that we do in the course.